Hey everybody, Steve here with White Knuckle Off-Road Adventures. We just kind of did a quick video on how to install one of the OEM Yamaha front fender flares. These two push-ins are the hardest two to do on here. You're going through 3 layers of plastic. It takes just a minute. You got to mess with them holes a couple times to get everything to work out right. Then you just have your factory bolts right down in there. Those go back in nice and easy. It's really a really fast install. The instructions on the earlier video will tell you have to pull off the fender. You don't. You can drill these, get everything drilled, pull this cover back off real quick, come from the inside and drill them. And then you have to go back through and kind of just mess with them for a second. You'll see in the video, it's not bad. A pretty nice, easy way to do it. You don't have to pull the tire, you don't have to pull the fender, you don't have to do anything. In the back, same type of a deal. Your rear fender setup is 2-piece back here. So it's going to be a 2-piece setup. You're going to have your small one. This little guy is going to go right here. And same thing we're going to do up here. We're going to just get it marked, drill our holes, pull it back off, and put it in. This lower hole right here, it'll tell you need to jack this up, take your back tire off. There again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I've just got a 1/4-inch socket and a stepper bit from Harbor Freight that I've taped off at 5/16. Put it in. You can come right down here and it will clear. You can put that in, or if you've got an angle drill, I do have one, but it's only air powered and we don't have a compressor set up at this house yet. So I just put that in there. I had this all mounted. I drilled that hole with a stepper bit in it once it was all mounted up on the machine and installed it. Super easy. Did it on the other side. This back fender flare, it's going to come up. It's going to be just right underneath your Wolverine. You've got one back here. What you want to do is you just want to pull up on this like that and push up as tight as you can. Make sure you've got it kind of like so. Drill a hole. I came back through, drilled this hole, put a pin in it real quick, and then drilled these holes, made sure I had it where I wanted it, pulled it back off. Again, super easy to do. You put your push pins in, and if you get a pair of these, see if I can find the push pins real quick. Your push pin has a little slot that this tool will fit in. It'll fit in there like that, and you can just pull that back out. So it makes it nice and easy to do. Not too bad to mess with. So let's go ahead and get this rear setup going. So we're going to put it on. This is a 5/16 drill bit that you're going to be using. I've just got it in a little Milwaukee drill. Works great. It's easy to hold. It's not bulky or anything like that. So just get this lined up front. You want to push this back up. You'll feel this lip right here. If you can see it, will catch right there. So put it in, pull that back up where it's nice and tight where you want it. Come back up here. I got the tape on there to keep my depth where I kind of want it. That'll keep you from getting into any of the wiring back here in the tail light area. With your push pin. Get that put in. That'll hold it there for you. Then you can come up here, check it, make sure it's back as far as you want it. One more pin. You're not going to put all these all the way in. You're just pushing part of it in. So when you set it in there, you're going to leave it sitting out like that. You're just pushing it in to hold it in place for you, to help you out a little bit. And then you come back in, pull up on this. Okay, so you got all those in. Take this one back out. Pull that off. Take your drill. Just kind of clean up the holes. When you're drilling this one, be careful that you don't hit the bottom of your thing. Take your bit off so you know you don't go too deep. Probably about 1 inch. Our tape got a little messed up, so we got to be a little more careful not to go quite so deep. Haven't touched anything or hit anything, so we're good to go there. Take our fender back out again, our upper piece here. Put on. Start right here. That one put in. Come up front. Get this one put in. And then get this one put in. If you've got one and get it back on and don't quite line up the way you want it. And check it. That one put in. This one put in. Here, that one put in. And then, sorry, I just take a hammer, the end of a hammer, push these in. And that's going to get you, that's a lot easier than trying to use your thumb all the time. Gives you a lot more leverage. These pins can be a little hard to push in sometimes, so that's going to make your life a lot simpler, a lot easier. You're going to grab that. What do we do with our stepper bit? Looks like I might have misplaced my stepper bit. Thought we had it sitting right there, but I don't see it. So we're going to get this put on. This one, you just want to line this top ridge up right there. Get it put up here. Get it put in place where you like it. It's going to fit right there really nice, actually. Pull that off. Up where you want it. Grab you a couple of your push pins and that put on here. These ones I drilled this hole and this hole with these mounted up on this one. It was just easier for me to do it that way. Don't know what we did the stepper drill bit. Oh, found it. Okay, so this one, 1/4 inch drill, or quarter inch socket, stepper drill bit marked off of 5/16. Get it in here. You can come right in front of your tire. Make sure that's back where you want it. You can just pull that away, grab you a couple pins. The top one, I just did with the drill bit. Pull that away, blow it out there, get your little excess plastic out. Put your pins in. Push in. That one just did my thumb, that one did my thumb, and your rear fender is installed, and you did not have to remove your rear tire. So if you got a stepper bit, that has a hex on it that'll fit inside of a 1/4-inch bit socket. You can just use a ratchet. It's just plastic, so it's easy to drill, super soft, no big deal that way. So there you go. There's the rear fender installed, the front fender's installed. They look really nice, they fit great. You really don't have any of a kind of a gap anywhere on them. I went with the OEM fender flares over the mud busters. So excuse me, because the mud busters was like this material right here. I'll show you. So the mud busters was this, just real thin piece of material. This is just ABS, and I use a lot of this. I make a lot of my own parts, but the mud busters was just like this. So it's going to give you exactly what you need to do. It's going to give you the same coverage this one is. It may even be a little better, I don't know. I just didn't like the way it looked. I like this more finished look, kind of molded into the machine. Looks a little nicer, I think. Now, this is the same type of material they're going to send you when they send you your front inner fender pieces. We'll show you a video on that. It works awesome, and they fit perfect. I didn't have to do anything to them at all. They went right in, they bolted up nice. So this is just going to be depend on how you want it to look. If you like this look, you're going to want to go with this. If the mud busters, just that flat piece of plastic coming up doesn't bug you and you like it, they are half the cost. These were $3.99 plus tax, I believe. And I think I found the mud busters for around 160 bucks on eBay. Somewhere right there, not 100% positive. But, and I'm sure they're super easy to install too. That doesn't look like any of this stuff's that bad. This is really a pretty simple install. You don't have to pull the rear tire if you got a stepper bit, and on the front, it tells you to pull the front fender off to put the two center pieces in that are right here. I think I already went over it once, but these two pins right there, that one and that one, tells you to pull the front fender off and do all that. Just drill them, pull it off, drill it from the inside with the 5/16. You're gonna have to go back with your drill and kind of wobble them out just a little bit until you get it right. Because you're going through 3 layers of plastic, and that push pin has a little bit of a tough time doing it, but it's overall not that bad. The factory bolts inside the wheel well down there, right here, and right here. You've got to move them around just a teeny bit, and then they line up pretty well. You can put them right back in. And the kit comes with 2 ones of those bolts that are longer with a washer. They fit right in. And overall, I don't know how this looks on camera. A couple of them that I viewed, I wasn't really thrilled with the way it looked on camera, but in real life it looks really good. They fit really nice, and hopefully they're going to give us the coverage we want. We went on a week-long ride camping, and it was really rainy up there a few days before we got there. A lot of mud, and this thing threw mud everywhere. The back tires were throwing mud inside of the front windshield and on the gauge cluster. So it was horrible. We were covered everything was covered with mud. Had fun, but we're doing this to try to see if we can't solve that problem. That's one of the things on this Rmax that we've got a couple things we don't like about it, and we're going to go over that in another video. A lot of stuff we love about it. So the likes definitely do the outlikes, but we'll go over another video and show you guys that stuff that we don't like and some of the things we've done to it since we bought it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers and the comments. I really appreciate it. It's helping us out a little bit. We're going to try to get to where we can maybe do like a couple things to give away, some shirts or something from White Knuckle Off-Road Adventures. We'll see how it goes. You never know. But thanks again. Really appreciate everybody watching. See you guys out on the trail. Have a great time. Thanks.